Good morning, students. Yesterday, in the lesson Our Environment, I taught you the first part of the lesson about living and non-living things and its differences. Now, today, in the second part, I am going to teach and explain the relationship between all things in the environment. Students, air and water are a part of the environment. As you all know, basic needs of human beings is air, water, food and shelter. So, all these things we get from our environment and thus we survive. Look at the birds. They too build nests to lay eggs. They use cotton, twigs and threads to build the nest. From where do they get these things? It is from our environment. We human beings also use so many things from our environment. Clothes we wear of wool, cotton, silk, we get from our environment. We get cotton from cotton plant. We get wool from sheep. We get silk from silkworms. The baskets, mats, paper we make and use we get from our environment. Students, we build houses using clay, stone and wood. These materials too we get from our environment. Our lives depend on environment. Students, even plants get help from their environment. You may ask me, how is that? Students, seeds of some plants are scattered by the wind. As a result, seedlings of those plants grow in new places. Plants also get nourishment from fertile soil. Do you know how soil gets fertile? Listen now. Remains of dead animals decay. They mix with the soil. Leaves dry and fall off trees. They too rot and get mixed in the soil. This way, the soil becomes fertile. Animals like vultures and foxes eat the flesh of dead animals. Thus, they clean the environment while they satisfy their hunger. Thus, living things bring about changes in non-living too. Do you know? All living things depend on each other. For example, look at this picture. This picture is about a ship. A ship's body is covered with wool. The sheep feeds on leaves of shrubs. As it does so, the seeds of some shrubs can get caught in its wool. When the sheep goes somewhere else, the seeds may fall off there. Thus, the sheep helps new seedlings of the shrub to grow in many different places. In this way, the sheep, which is an animal, and the shrub, which is a plant, help each other. Did you understand the lesson, my dear students? Now, I will tell you short notes of this whole lesson. There are many things in our environment. Some of them are living things and some are non-living things. Living things can move on their own. Living things need food. Food helps them to grow. Living things produce young ones like themselves. Living things are of two kinds, plants and animals. Living things get all that they need from their environment. Living things bring about changes in non-living things too. All things in the environment depend upon each other. Always remember, my dear students, the needs of all living things are fulfilled by things in their environment. Such things should not be allowed to go waste. We must take care that we do not cause harm to the environment. Students, now down I have given you the worksheet to do. Question number 1, fill in the blanks. Question number 2, true or false. Tomorrow, again I will be back to you with the question answers and the other part of the exercise. Thank you.